Hi, I'm Stuart Wood. I'm here at the Motorcycle Live in the NEC in Birmingham on the Triumph stand. I'm Chief Engineer at Triumph. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our Bonneville range. So, the bike we've got here, the T120. Now, this is a very recognisable modern Bonneville, okay? So, our objective when we designed the T120 was to fully embrace the look, the style, and the character of the original Bonneville, but to actually create a completely contemporary motorcycle. Now, all of the technology that's built into this bike is hidden. It's stuff that you need, stuff that suits modern riders, modern roads, modern conditions, and it gives us all of our durability and reliability that everyone expects now. So, for instance, we've got a 10,000 miles service interval. So, to tell you a bit about the bike. It's a 1200cc, 270-degree crank, parallel twin. Now, when we designed this bike, we were trying to design a range of bikes. So we've got a 900 and a 1200. And what we wanted to do was to create a bike that had all that modern performance, but in the same package size as our previous generation 900. So we had an air-cooled 900, and we wanted to build a 900 and a 1200 as well. And what we've managed to achieve is to package the 1200cc engine into a smaller package than previously, which has allowed us to get basically get the looks of the bike even more authentic. So again, this isn't a pastiche, this isn't an old bike, this is a thoroughly modern motorcycle for current roads, current conditions, current rider expectations, but with all the looks and style of a Bonneville. Okay, if we move on a bit, over here we've got the T120 Black. Now this is a little bit more contemporary in the way it's finished. So there's plenty of people now who, yes, love the style and the stance of the original Bonneville, but this is a modern take. So we've got blacked out finishes, the brown seat. Again, it's all about choice. A load of people will love this bike. Other people will obviously want the more original looking bike with the two-tone tank and chrome. Now, just in front of me here, take it a stage further. Again, 1200cc, this is the Thruxton RS, which is the Cafe Racer. So you take the T120 and take it further. You add more performance, but you add a lot more chassis capability. So what we've got is actually something you're going to recognize, completely recognize as a modern, or as a Cafe Racer. But underneath, the trick we've done is to take completely contemporary, modern sports geometry and to some degree ergonomics, and made a bike that handles like a modern sports bike, but has still got all this classic style and character and attitude. Okay, so moving on from the Thruxton RS. This is the Street Scrambler. This is 900cc, again parallel twin, same engine platform. Now this is a bike that's been so well received. We've had Scrambler models with the previous generation, our air-cooled engine, and this has become a bike that's not just an entry-level bike at 900cc, but it's a bike of choice for a lot of people. Now we've taken this further, and we've created the Scrambler 1200 now, which takes it on to another level. We've got serious off-road capability. So this is taking the same 1200cc parallel twin, fitting it into a genuinely off-road capable motorcycle. It's a lovely crossover and it works incredibly well. I mean, we're even on to Öhlins suspension units, twin shock, still rear end, but two models here, one with 200mm suspension travel, the other with 250mm. So it's a really quite a focused motorbike, but with all the style and looks of a classic engine motorbike. One last bike to show you. This is the Speed Twin. Now the Speed Twin is actually, in a lot of ways, very similar to the Thruxton, but we've put higher handlebars. It's got slightly more affordable level of specification. So where the Thruxton will cost you $13,125, you can buy a Speed Twin for £11,000 on the road. So that's a really large difference in price with all the geometry and most of the capability of a Thruxton, more relaxed riding position, really great fun bike on the street. If you want the absolute ultimate, go for the Thruxton, but this for me is a really nice motorcycle to ride.